All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a very warm welcome. Good afternoon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am your host for the conference. My name is Ruchika Davar. And as I welcome you all, this is the 10th edition of the World Cashew Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an iconic year for the World Cashew Conference, and an iconic year deserves an iconic destination. So as I welcome each one of you to this amazing location, the 7th wonder of the world, we are here in the city of Angkor Wat, Siem Reap. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing set of presentations, lots of play lined up. We will start this session with some special addresses, and in the evening we move on to a gala cocktail night where we also felicitate our sponsors. Talking of iconic years, ladies and gentlemen, I come from a beautiful location, a state in India called Goa. 2023 was iconic for Goa as the Goan cashew became the first ever cashew in the world to get a GI tag. Can I have a round of applause for that, please? Let me hear you make some noise. Well, that is the amount of love, energy, and dedication that we hope to see from each one of you as you walk in and take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to start inviting our VIP speakers. Let me tell you that the session is available for live translation in English, French, and Khmer, and we've got headsets right there which you can put on. Ladies and gentlemen, I start by inviting our 4 speakers onto the stage, giving a very warm welcome to His Excellency, Mr. Igor Dresmans, the Ambassador of the European Union to the Kingdom of Cambodia. Let's hear it for him. Our next speaker this afternoon on this panel shall be Dr. Adama Coulibaly, the Director General, the Cotton and Cashew Nut Council, CCA, Ivory Coast. Let's hear it for Dr. Adama. Joining us next on the stage would be Mr. Suraj Rao, who would be delivering a very special address on behalf of the Executive Director of ETG, Mr. Vasudev Barkur. Let's hear it for Mr. Suraj Rao as he joins us on the stage. And our final speaker in this session will be Mr. Bak Khan Hat, the Vinaka Standing Deputy President. Let's hear it for him, please, as he joins us up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be reading out the profiles of each of the speakers before they take up the podium. And I would like to start by inviting our first speaker up here. His Excellency, Mr. Igor Dresmans, is currently the Ambassador of the European Union to Cambodia. Ambassador Dresmans also holds the post of European Union Special Envoy for Myanmar since 2022, and previously he was the EU Ambassador to ASEAN based in Indonesia till August 2023. Prior to that, he has been a member of the cabinet of Federica Mogherini, a high representative of the Union for Foreign Affairs, Security Policy, and the Vice President of the European Commission as well. Ladies and gentlemen, he has been an official of the European Union since 2003 and holds a master's degree in history from the University of Ghent, Belgium, and African Studies from the University of Leuven. Let's give a resounding round of applause to His Excellency, Mr. Igor Dresmans.
Also for that very enthusiastic introduction. Good afternoon, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed cashew farmers and processors of Cambodia and from all around the world. I'm very honored to join you here today at this cashew conference and accompany MEF, MOC, MAF and MISTI, the Cambodia Cashew Federation and Cambodia Cashew Association, as well as so many representatives of the producing and farmer community. Cashew nut is a key export commodity, contributing to employment and supporting livelihoods for farmers in countries like Vietnam, India, Ivory Coast, Cambodia, Nigeria, or Tanzania. They are sought after in various industries, including food, snacks, and cosmetics, enhancing their relevance in the international market. In this context, let me highlight the importance of this conference to promote the dialogue among producers, processors, consumers about sustainable production and processing, and how to meet the requirements of markets that are constantly evolving towards more sophisticated, greener, and healthier products. That is the case of the European Union, which is one of the main consumers currently, just after India, and I think approximately at the same level of the United States. Indeed, the EU accounts for more than a third of the global imports, and importantly, there is a growing demand at a steady rate of about 5 to 6% per year in the medium to long term. By meeting the quality standards set by the European Union, any producing country can tap into this premium market, known for its high purchasing power and willingness to pay premium prices for quality products. As the Minister of Commerce said earlier, in the case of Cambodia, it's important to remember that Cambodia profits from the Everything But Arms trade preferential scheme, under which the export of Cambodian cashew is quota-free and duty-free. We, as European Union and working as Team Europe with our member states, are committed to continue supporting this sector with an integrated approach, from the harvesting to the exports to high-end value markets. To that end, we are partnering not only with the relevant ministries, but also with the private sector to accelerate the transformation that can translate the potential into concrete business opportunities. We will continue assisting Cambodia to improve the value adding in the country to agro-processing and to promote exports of cashew nuts and pepper to international markets, notably to the European Union. As part of our integrated approach, we factor in the development of education and skills to improve food processing and sustainable green agriculture through our work with secondary, technical schools and university. We maintain a permanent dialogue with the Royal Government of Cambodia and the private sector in identifying European investors ready to bring relevant know-how and technology for agro-processing in Cambodia, one of the prioritized sectors in the recent sub-degree which the Deputy Prime Minister mentioned before. European investors, I think I can say, are well known for their high standards in food safety, in traceability, in business practices and ethics, as well as their concern for sustainability. This will contribute to elevate Cambodia's position in the cashew industry. As proof of this commitment, today the German Cooperation Agency and the Cashew Nut Federation will sign a memorandum of understanding describing the main lines of our future cooperation: institutional strengthening of the CF, improvement of public-private cooperation among all stakeholders, and enhancement of the cashew production, processing, and export promotion. In this cooperation, and as I have mentioned before, we should not forget the importance of sustainability. The world is changing, and consumers are increasingly valuing products that are produced with environmental consciousness. The EU places an important focus on what we call climate-resilient agriculture. That means an agriculture that provides safe, healthy, and sustainably produced food for society, an agriculture that earns a stable and fair income, taking into account the full range of public goods they provide, and an agriculture that protects natural resources, not an agriculture that leads to more deforestation. By embracing these sustainable farming techniques, we not only protect our environment, but also the marketability of our cashew products. It is a win-win situation, a testament to our commitment to both the industry and the well-being of the planet. There is, we believe, great momentum because, as we learned during this conference, the cashew nut industry is anticipated to experience continued growth due to increasing global demand for healthy snacks and plant-based protein sources. They have nutritional benefits with nutrition such as healthy fats, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Additionally, cashew production can have positive environmental impacts as these trees are resilient and require less water compared to other crops. We also learned in this conference about the challenges for the sector and how to address them for the industry to thrive. I'm referring to climate change challenges such as extreme weather events and market dynamics that can influence the industry's growth. Factors like price fluctuations, competition from other nut varieties, and changing consumer preferences can affect market stability. In this context, I would like to highlight the importance that this year's edition of the World Cashew Conference takes place here in Cambodia. The country has recently become one of the largest producers, and there is untapped potential for agro-processing and value-adding. The development of this sector so far has been marked by hard work and dedication. Yet I believe the potential for growth and success extends far beyond our current horizons. The current government policies, and we have listened to them earlier this afternoon, envisions a future where our cashew farms flourish, not only domestically, but also on the global stage. Cambodia has the resources, has the talent, and the spirit to consolidate a prominent position in the international cashew market. This will contribute to the diversification and increase of Cambodia's exports, ultimately resulting in bringing prosperity to the sector through the generation of green and decent jobs. We agree with the cashew policy and the need to focus on investment by adding value and intensifying agro-processing in Cambodia and increasing yields. This can be achieved without further expansion of cultivation areas for cashew, which comes at the risk of deforestation. To conclude, let me remind you that each cashew that you cultivate has the potential to tell a story of Cambodia's resilience, innovation, and environmental stewardship. Let's help build this Cambodian cashew brand as synonymous with high-quality, eco-friendly cashews. I wish you all a very successful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency Drisman Sir, for your words full of positivity for the already thriving Cambodian cashew sector and lots of optimism that you have imbued our audience with. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to invite our next speaker onto the podium. A very distinguished guest. He always tries to, light up the World Cashew Conference with his presence. And it's always a pleasure introducing him. I would like to now invite on the stage the Director General, the Cotton and Cashew Nut Council, CCA, Ivory Coast, Dr. Adama Coulibaly. I would like to tell you a little bit about him before he takes up the place. Ladies and gentlemen, a PhD in veterinary medicine at the prestigious University of Louvain-la-Neuve in the Kingdom of Belgium. He joined Veterinary Inspectorate in the January of 1986. thus starting a career of 32 years devoted to management of veterinary medicine, but at heart, he's an activist devoted to agriculture and rural training. He has held various positions in the national frameworks and internationally as the president of the International Network of Agricultural and Rural Training at the volunteer title. In June 2014, he was appointed the Deputy Managing Director in charge of the cotton sector at the Cotton and Cashew Nut Council. And since August 2017, the confidence of the leadership regime in him has been cemented further as he was confirmed to the post of the Director General of the CCA. Dr. Adama Coulibaly also has two very special national distinctions as an officer of the National Order and the Commander of Agricultural Merit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a resounding applause to Dr. Adama Coulibaly.
Ok. Excellences, Monsieur l'ambassadeur de l'Union européenne au Cambodge, Mesdames et Messieurs les membres du corps diplomatique, Monsieur le Président directeur général de Eventel, notre ami commun Srivastava, avec son équipe, Mesdames et Messieurs les acteurs du cajou, producteurs, acheteurs, exportateurs, transformateurs de la noix de cajou du Cambodge, Mesdames et Messieurs les délégués venus de tous les pays qui se sentent concernés par l'économie du cajou, je voudrais, au nom de la forte délégation ivoirienne, forte de plus de 30 membres, et ils sont dans la salle. Les gars, vous êtes là? Oui, la délégation ivoirienne est forte de plus de 30 membres, ce qui traduit pour nous, donc, je vais dire, ce qui est un indicateur pertinent de ce que cette conférence nous intéresse et intéresse à plus d'un tiers de la Côte d'Ivoire. Et c'est pour ça que je voudrais saluer le comité d'organisation, je voudrais saluer les autorités du Cambodge qui ont permis la tenue de cette conférence ici, qui nous permet par la même occasion de découvrir ce magnifique pays, mais pas seulement magnifique en termes géographiques, mais magnifique en termes de population, magnifique en termes de terres de cajou. Et quand vous parlez de terres de cajou, la Côte d'Ivoire se sent concernée. Et c'est pour ça que nous sommes très heureux d'être ici et je voudrais renouveler notre reconnaissance au comité d'organisation et à tous les experts qui accompagnent la filière cajou à travers le monde. Mesdames et messieurs, la Côte d'Ivoire est terre de cajou, comme je l'ai dit tantôt, et est le premier producteur mondial de noix brutes de cajou. En 2023, nous sommes à plus de 1 200 000 tonnes de noix brutes. Nous aspirons donc à aller plus loin dans la chaîne de valeur de cette filière qui est extrêmement importante pour la Côte d'Ivoire, hautement stratégique en termes donc d'apport à l'économie nationale, mais surtout en termes d'apport de lutte contre la pauvreté dans les milieux ruraux. Vous savez, la Côte d'Ivoire a l'avantage d'être le premier pays producteur de cacao. Et le cacao, ça pousse dans la partie sud de la Côte d'Ivoire. Et la partie nord n'avait pas de spéculation équivalente au cacao pour permettre d'avoir des recettes, j'allais dire, en milieu rural pour lutter contre la pauvreté. Et l'ANACAR est venu compenser donc ce déficit grâce aux réformes qui ont été initiées par le gouvernement de Côte d'Ivoire, si bien qu'aujourd'hui, toutes les régions s'équilibrent en termes donc, de production agricole et surtout en termes de culture de rente. Grâce à l'ANACAR, les parties centre et nord se développent un peu comme les parties sud qui ont profité donc du cacao. C'est pourquoi l'ANACAR est extrêmement importante pour la Côte d'Ivoire et nous travaillons évidemment avec tous les partenaires techniques et financiers à avoir une production durable. Et je rebondis sur l'intervention de son Excellence Monsieur l'Ambassadeur pour dire effectivement l'anacarde est une culture qui prospère dans les zones, pour ce qui concerne la Côte d'Ivoire, pour les zones, j'allais dire, savanicoles. Et donc l'anacarde contribue au reboisement à ces zones. Et je veux rappeler que l'anacarde a été introduit en Côte d'Ivoire dans les années 60, 1960, pour des raisons écologiques. Pour des raisons écologiques, pour stabiliser les régions nord, pour les reboiser, pour lutter contre l'avancée du désert, qui était déjà identifiée dans cette période par nos autorités comme une menace pour la Côte d'Ivoire, la désertification. Et donc l'anacarde a été introduit à cette fin, donc pour des raisons écologiques. Et c'est que dans les années 1990 que nous avons commencé à connaître la valeur économique de l'anacardier. Donc nous avons un peu basculé de l'écologie à l'économie, mais la vocation première de cette culture reste valable. Et aujourd'hui, elle contribue effectivement à reboiser les parties centre et nord, tout en produisant des revenus aux producteurs. Et nous sommes aujourd'hui conscients que nous devons aller plus loin en mettant, j'allais dire, l'anacardier au service de son premier rôle, ce qu'il a fait venir en Côte d'Ivoire, à savoir l'écologie. Et nous y travaillons avec tous les partenaires techniques et financiers, dont l'Union européenne. Je voudrais remercier son Excellence et lui demander donc de transmettre à Bruxelles, où il y a le siège de l'Union européenne, que nous travaillons avec beaucoup de bonheur. Nous avons le soutien de l'Union européenne pour ce qui concerne la filière anacarde cajou en Afrique de l'Ouest, pas seulement en Côte d'Ivoire, mais l'Union européenne soutient la filière cajou dans 5 pays de l'Afrique de l'Ouest. Et donc, c'est pour nous l'occasion de leur adresser nos remerciements à travers donc, cette conférence. Ceci étant dit, il nous reste à aller plus loin dans la chaîne de valeur de l'anacarde, comme nous avons dit tout à l'heure. Nous produisons 1 200 000 tonnes, j'allais dire 1 220 000 tonnes exactement. Nous avons transformé pour 2023 que 264 000 tonnes. C'est un réel progrès, mais qui n'est pas suffisant pour nous. Si je veux rappeler le progrès que nous avons fait dans le domaine de la transformation, nous sommes partis en 2019 de 57 000 tonnes, 2020 103 000 tonnes, 2021 136 000 tonnes, 2022 224 000 tonnes, 2023 264 000 tonnes. C'est un progrès reconnu par la communauté du cajou. Mais pour nous, ce n'est pas suffisant et c'est l'occasion pour nous d'appeler tous les investisseurs qui veulent apporter du produit de qualité à leurs consommateurs, à leurs clients, que les pays producteurs, en particulier la Côte d'Ivoire, leur offrent des opportunités énormes en termes et des avantages certains en termes de traçabilité du produit, en termes de fraîcheur du produit et tout ce qui peut accompagner donc cette production. Je voudrais tout ce qui peut rassurer aussi les consommateurs. Et donc je voudrais, au nom de l'ensemble des acteurs, la filière cajou ivoirienne, renouveler nos remerciements, dire que nous sommes très heureux d'être ici, dire que nous sommes dans cette dynamique de travailler ensemble avec tous les pays à économie du cajou. Et c'est l'occasion pour nous de lancer un appel à tous les pays pour leur dire que nous avons ici le secrétaire exécutif du Conseil international consultatif du cajou qui travaille donc à mettre ensemble toutes les énergies autour du cajou, de la filière cajou dans le monde pour que nous puissions ensemble avancer sur les questions qui nous préoccupent et qui sont des questions qui sont largement par l'ensemble des pays producteurs et transformateurs de noix de cajou. Nous reviendrons donc sur ces débats-là. Je pense demain, il y a un panel qui est prévu. Et donc, je voudrais m'arrêter là et remercier le comité d'organisateurs, le féliciter pour l'opportunité qu'il offre à tous les acteurs de se rencontrer chaque année et d'échanger sur l'évolution et sur l'économie de la filière cajou. Je vous remercie.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Adama. And with this, it's time for me to tell you a little bit about the next address that is coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, our next address is from a gentleman who is no stranger to the global cashew ecosystem. He's somebody who everyone knows very well. He could not make it this year at the conference, but nevertheless, we have his address with us. And I'm talking about none other than Mr. Vasudev Barkur. A commerce graduate, he completed chartered accountancy from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in 91 and started his career in 1993 in Tanzania, working as a group finance controller for an international logistics company for 3 years. He was instrumental in developing and set up a financial and accounting system and processes across East African region. ETG, he joined ETG early in 1997 as CFO and has been a core management member since then. A leading international player in agriculture supply chain, and they are one of the most respected commodity players in Africa and an international agri sector. Currently, ETG operates in more than 49 countries across the globe. Retired from the Group CFO position in 2018, presently Mr. Vasudev Barkur is a CEO of Nutrisco, which is essentially revolving around food, ingredients and nutrients with a turnover of approximately 1 billion and present in 24 countries. Also, he is a member of ETG board, member of Group Central and Exco committees, and holds a senior management role as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Cashew Conference has indeed been privileged for having Mr. Vasudev Barkur as one of the attendees, as one of the mentors throughout our earlier editions. And this year as well, we have somebody very special from ETG to deliver his address. Mr. Suraj Rao brings with him over 20 years of extensive global expertise in supply chain management, risk mitigation, and agricultural commodity trading. Throughout his career, he has successfully established and nurtured sustainable business growth ventures across West Africa, demonstrating resilience and longevity. Presently, Suraj spearheads the cocoa division at ETG, while also contributing significantly to the cashew and other sectors within the group. Delivering on behalf of Mr. Vasudev Barkur, let's give a huge round of applause to Mr. Suraj Rao.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Vasudev could not be here, so I'm delivering on his behalf. Respected ambassadors, dignitaries, dear distinguished guests, esteemed invitees, and organizers. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Event Global for orchestrating the annual World Cashew Convention for the past 9 years. This event has undeniably played a pivotal role in uniting the global cashew fraternity and fostering discussions on matters of collective significance. The commendable efforts of the organizers, sponsors, and participants have truly made this convention a remarkable success. As we gather in this hall, which undoubtedly represents a significant portion, if not the entirety of the cashew world, I am confident that the foremost concern on the minds of senior and experienced players is how to rejuvenate and restore the glory of the cashew business. The past 2+ years have proven to be incredibly challenging for the industry, especially in the aftermath of the setbacks that we all faced in 2018. For any industry to endure, prosper, and flourish, certain fundamental aspects must be firmly in place. One such crucial aspect is relevance. The landscape of consumers and markets is dynamic and constantly evolving. It is imperative for industries to adapt to this ever-changing environment to remain a relevant force in the market. In my view, key areas for consideration in the cashew business include operational excellence, sustainability, and marketing. While each of you undoubtedly possesses mastery in these domains, the current circumstances necessitate a fresh approach that aligns with the prevailing atmosphere and market dynamics. It is essential to recognize that in our pursuit of growth, we often prioritize investing in human and working capital, sometimes overlooking the significance of risk capital. Additionally, amidst the ongoing global consolidation, there is a need for strategic shift in our operational strategies. I am optimistic that the discussions over the next 2 days will delve into each of these aspects with thorough analysis and insight. I extend my best wishes to each and every one of you for a fruitful and engaging conference. May this event bring about innovative solutions and strategies that will contribute to the sustained success of the cashew industry. Thank you, and I look forward to the enlightening sessions ahead. Thank you, everybody.